Hopefully everyone's had time to enter an answer to the bell ringer. What did you learn about the Constitution from last week? The amendments of the Constitution cannot be changed, although more can be added. Well, they can't literally be changed, so the constitutional amendment would still be on there. For instance, Amendment 18. Does anybody know what Amendment 18 was? Same subject as Amendment 21. Really popular in the late 19th, early 20th century. Americans wanted to tackle an important social issue, so they decided to forbid something. Does anybody know what that was? Yeah.
Is that the prohibition?
Yes, prohibition. So the 18th Amendment was passed prohibiting alcohol, and then they later on changed their minds and reversed it with the 21st Amendment. So literally it does stay in there, even though it was voided later on. And then multiple people contributed to the Constitution. Yes, that's true. Over 50. And of course, the main person would be James Madison. But if we look up here at the screen, we can see the agenda. Of course, we only have a 4-day week. Thursday will be the test. You can take the multiple choice and true and false part up to twice, just like the quizzes. But we'll make sure everybody does it on Thursday. But the first item on here, number 1, says in the Government 1 and 2 test module, click on the Government 1 and 2 study guide. What you'll do with the study guide assignment is there's many terms, but you only need to pick 15 from each unit. There's a table. There's the left half in the document that has the first unit, and the right-hand side has the second unit term, so you just need to pick 15 from each. Now, some of them you'll need to define. Other ones you'll have to answer the question, but just as long as you have 30 altogether. So you'll copy and paste the 15s you want from each down below, and then define or answer the questions as needed. And that is the study guide. So everybody just take a moment to look at that. Make sure that you make a copy for yourself. So we can see with this assignment, once again, make sure you made a copy of it. Now, this will count as a project grade. The title slide, you'll need to make sure you place the instructions on it with your name, first and last name. And then there are the first 3 slides. What you need to do is include 3 points about Athens, 3 points about Rome, and 3 points about England. So the first slide goes with Athens, second one Rome, third one England. And then the second set of 3 slides, you need to include 5 points. The first one's about the colonies, the second one's about the Declaration of Independence, and the third one is about the Constitutional Convention. You will use fragmented sentences like a newspaper. So, for instance, I gave you an example there in the daily instructions. It says, Federalist-supported Constitution. That would be like a short headline type statement that you would make, because that's really the only thing that should be in a slideshow. And then the second part of that, on each of those slides, except for the title slide, on the right pane, you will insert a picture that's related to the subject. So, and that's important to remember for all of these, make sure it's related to the class. So, for instance, when you do the slide on Athens, you need 3 points in a picture. Don't put a picture, or don't put one of the items, Athens hosted the 2000 Olympics. That doesn't have anything to do with the government class. Make sure you put Athens had democracy, or one of those types of things. And same thing with the picture. Make sure it's related to what we're learning about in the class. And this will count as a project grade. So when you're completed, make sure that you have all of those points that I just mentioned. Make sure that you have your name on the title slide. Make sure you've deleted those instructions. Some people forget to do that. Make sure in the first 3 slides you have 3 points, a fragmented sentence, and a picture for Athens, for Rome, for England. Oops. I should not say war in English constitutions. On the third slide, if you already made your copy, the title should just be English Constitutionalism. It should not be a war in English Constitutionalism. And then the next slide would be Colonial America. You need 5 points for that in the picture. Declaration of Independence, 5 points in the picture. And then Constitutional Convention, 5 points in the picture. So that's the other thing you can work on today, and for the rest of the week, that's not due until Friday. Even though we don't have school, you can still turn that in on Friday if you wish. And tomorrow, if you're not going to be here, you'll have time to work on both of these things again. And I'll also allow you tomorrow to go back and turn in an assignment maybe that you didn't turn in, or redo one that you got a low score on if you wish. And then on day 3, we'll have time to wrap all this up, and we'll play a review game, and Thursday will be the test.